Sanke.
Welcome back to MMA Underground. I'm Jay, and I'm here with my co-host, the one and only
Sam K. And man, we got a phenomenal guest in the building. We have an OG to the OG yard. We have a heavy hitter in the BKFC. We have the one, the only Lil Mac in the building.
Great to be here.
And we do have Cornflake coming. I did see him just trying to log in, so as soon as he gets that worked out, he'll be on the screen also.
Let's go. Shit, man. It's been about a year or so since we had you on, man. And man, you've had a few fights since then. So let's kind of recap, kind of fill us in what's been going on with Lil Mac.
Oh, well, started fighting for BKFC in 2024 at my first fight in January, my bad. And, things haven't really been panning out the way that I've seen them. I'm 1-3 besides this last fight. But the last fight that I had, I gave it my all. I put the guy down in the first round. The second round came out, and I got reckless and I got caught, and that's the name of the game. But then this last fight that I just had recently in Canada last Saturday, I rolled my ankle and stopped the fight right away. That picture is right after the fight back at the hotel.
Sheesh. You got an ankle on top of your ankle.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
That is today.
Damn.
Right now, that's what it looks like.
Fuck.
It's crazy, You never want things or expect something like that to happen, and then it just happens out of nowhere, and it's out of your control.
1 second. Sorry. Cornflake, if you can hear us, it's saying I can't let you on the screen until you connect your microphone and camera. Sorry. Go ahead, Little Mac. Sorry about that.
It's all good. But like I was saying, you never want something like that to happen. You never expect something like that to happen, and it just happens, and it's out of your control. I went the whole way to Canada, I went up in weight. I took the fight on short notice. I took the fight that nobody wanted, so that's why I got asked if I would. And I was going out there to prove something to myself, that I can hang with the best of them. This guy was a heavy hitter. This guy is rough. The guy's good. And I had no problem with going out there and giving it my all. And I knew it was going to be a rough fight. And I knew I had a lot to uphold to, But the start of the round, he hit me once with a jab, which you can see right here. I hit him once with a jab. I took a step, and my foot just gave out. My ankle just rolled. I went down, and when I got back up, I couldn't put any pressure on it. And that is what happened.
Yeah, man. I watched that fight shortly before the show, and you could see that you were trying to, take a few steps. You even tried to adjust your stance, but as we all saw from the pictures, I mean, when you roll your ankle, ain't much you can do. You know what I mean? I never had that happen in fighting. I've had it happen in like basketball before, and it's nasty in that, but shit.
Yeah, like I've never had this happen to me, and it's crazy, you know. All these people that want to talk about it, like say that I'm an actor, I'm a comedian, that I lied, that I'm just acting. Like it's crazy because I wouldn't even be able to be an actor and get paid for it because I have a hard time talking and trying to act on this stuff. Like,
You'd be a bad
but
actor. Bad movie.
but for all these people, like I feel bad because like when you get down to it, like all the all the hate and everything, like you wonder why people go out there and they hurt themselves because of how rude and cruel people can be. People just need to do better because it's craziness, but it's all good though.
Well, I've said this before off camera, but I'll say it again. Anybody who knows Little Mac from the yard knows that he's got a chin of steel. So I ain't trying to hear any of that like bullshit.
He's one of the most down fighters. I mean, over 40 fights. You know what I mean? You can't say anything lightly of Lil Mac. And then when you watch that fight that he's talking about, the man isn't hurt, from any punches. The man literally, he lost his ankle in the middle of the fight, Um, so yeah, it just sucks that they give the fight automatically to, your opponent. And then you got to deal with the backlash of comments.
The thing that I'll say on it is like have over 40 fights in the backyard. You don't get paid for that. You just go out there because you love it, because you want to have fun, you want to fight. I did that. So I take it to the next level. Why would I put myself in a situation to just roll over for somebody? Like, why would I do that to myself? Like, that's the crazy part about it. Like, but people will say what they want to say, and you just gotta roll with it.
Facts. Well, shit, man. Let's switch over real quick. We have the one, the only, the former OG Yard heavyweight champion, pound for pound branch leader, the one, the only Cornflake in the building.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
How we doing, bro?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I just got back in from the gym for sparring with Venom Black. About 6 rounds.
Getting ready for your upcoming fight?
That's right. That's right.
Both of y'all.
Yeah, both of us. So, we in there, let's say steel sharpen steel. So, we in there going back to back with each other. You know what I'm saying? The one thing about it, I sparred Venom Black probably like 3 years ago, and he was nice then. And now his defense is very sharp. So whoever fight him, boy, they in for a ride. It was hard for me to hit him tonight. And it was the first time I sparred him since then. He trained in my gym now. So he went 6 rounds. No, he went 5 rounds with me. I say back to back, he did about 12 rounds tonight. 3-minute rounds.
Damn.
I like to hear it.
Yeah.
I expect nothing less from the champ, man. Having the rematch against 619, our current champion as well. Guaranteed banger.
Yeah, very, very. And I can't wait to see it, Joe. I witnessed, I felt it. Feel like my eyes swollen now. I keep playing with I think it is right here. So he vicious. I'm talking about his stamina. He did it with a sauna suit on. He ain't drink water not one time the whole entire time.
You hear this, 619?
I was just thinking, really, 619 better not come in there bullshitting like he does sometimes.
Mm. He took me for 5. He took our other guy, which is a welterweight. He a beast, Knuckles. He took him for 3, and he sparred these other kids for 5. He nice. Back to back, no water. Back to back with a sauna suit on.
Levels,
man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
He supposed to fight 619 and the other dude too.
So you know, that was spoke on in the group chat. You know what I'm saying? We will find out when we get there at the event. You know, as of what was last said, you know, they seem like they are down. You know what I'm saying? But the main fight, the main focus is the rematch, champ versus champ. Yeah, man, in the West Coast for the 5-year anniversary.
Well, let's be honest, yo. Who you got winning?
Who I got winning?
Yeah, who you got winning?
I mean, it's no question that 619 is one of the best guys. But Venom Black is different. Venom Black is different. He's one of the few who not only leveled up, but who comes with a certain amount of intensity every single time. You know what I'm saying? And it's never a game. Whereas 619, it's a game. You know, and the opportunity is always kind of there for it to be a game.
Yeah.
Whereas with Venom Black, you know, yeah.
Trust and believe. Yeah, this shit is gonna be vicious. I can't wait to see it myself. But I'm saying because he'd come in there, he'd train, he'd be by himself. And tonight, I mean, yesterday he actually like, yo, you got somebody I can spar? I'm like, shit, yeah, a lot of people, and they start coming in today. He's back to back, and then when I seen, I was like, let me turn it up for him. So I got in there with him and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then after me, he took some old people on back to back, and then he was waiting in the ring. Everybody else was done. He's like, did everybody finish? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely setting the tone, but yeah. I want to get to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, a lot of people may not be aware of who you are, what you've contributed, and you know how nasty you are with the hands. Go ahead and tell the people, you know, who Cornflake is, where he comes from, how he got into street beefs.
Right now, let me see, where I met to do Mighty Mouse in prison. You feel what I'm saying? And when I got moved into the pod, I just got out the hole from fighting somebody. And there's in Newport News, there's uptown and there's downtown. You know what I'm saying? So there's like one of your uptown homeboys right over there with the Aaron Brotherhood. I'm like, you a damn lie. So I go over there. And I see the white guy with all these tattoos on him and stuff. I'm like, what's up, bro? Where you from? He's like, I'm from Newport News. I say, what part? Uptown or down? He's like, uptown. I said, so why are you sitting over here with these dudes? I say, you see that whole top tier up there? We all from Newport News. Why are you here? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, and he came over, he told us. I was like, so what you locked up for? He's like, prostitution ring. The whole entire time, I didn't know he was there touching kids and shit, you know what I'm saying? So we had gotten a big our city fought another city, a big riot joint, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up getting kicked off that compound. Me and him stayed in contact with each other. When I got home, I seen him fighting on YouTube, and then he seen me training in the gym one day. He was like, yo, you want to fight this weekend? I was like, hell yeah. So he took me up there to my first fight in Winchester, and I fought this dude named Dead Red. And it was just so hard to breathe in the mountains. Where they fight at out here is in the mountains. It's hard to breathe. You know what I'm saying? It's a different elevation from what I'm normally at and stuff, yo. When you go there, you go up hills and shit. So I ended up winning. And then at this time, I think I'm like 40 or 41. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, I can't make a career out of this, so I might as well do this because this is fun. You feel what I'm saying? And it keep me training and keep me in shape. And you know what I'm saying? I get to see the message now is how it is I can help kids to stay out of trouble and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was fighting in my prison boots. You know what I'm saying? With a message.
I was going to ask about that. We had to know.
Yeah. So when you leave prison, when I left, and I was in I think when I was at Greenville, I think the one out in California is the biggest prison in the United States, in either Angola or Greenville, where I'm at the second and third. So when you leave home, they put you in khakis and all that stuff. Well, I had to sneak my prison boots out because I had a game plan, you know what I'm saying, with them boots. I ain't had the game plan of fighting with them. I was going to use them up for cut grass or something. And I snuck them out. And then after my first fight, I told Mouse, I was like, man, I got a great idea to make a statement. So when I won the first time, people was joking like, yo, where you get them slave boots from and all that other stuff? You know what I'm saying? Them Kuta Kinte boots. So, yo, once people start figuring out, find out what I was doing, how I got them, why I rock them and all that stuff. Because in there, if I didn't want to run in my shoes, I ran in my boots. So if you running with weight on you, it's nothing to fight with them on. You know what I'm saying? And then even having a lot of fights in there, I learned how to plant real good in them heavy boots. So I said, let me take this to the ring. And then after about 1 or 2 fights, my homeboy, rest in peace, Kenyatta Walker, he was like, why don't you call yourself serial killer? I was like, what? He said, Cornflake serial killer. Not like the serial killer, but like serial killer. People gonna think it's like serial killer. I was like, yo, that's hot. So I stuck with it. Cornflake serial killer. And ever since then, man, I've been training. I've been helping other kids. I've been mentoring other kids. People like to see me come out and talk so I can show the videos and stuff. I got a statement. I got something to show and prove behind everything that I'm doing. I did almost 17 years in prison, man. And it just started growing more and more and more. And I started to get more and more people in here. So that's when I was like, you know what, Facio, my city need this. Why don't we call mine Street Beef Pound for Pound? He thought about it for a weekend. I was like, so what you think? He's like, yeah, go ahead and do it. If you can do it, go ahead. And then bam, he opened the door. It was a wrap after that. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of guys right now that fought for me that's either then amateurs or they professional fighters. Yep.
Yeah, you mentioned Knuckles earlier, and he was definitely one of my favorites out of Pound for Pound. Knuckles was a beast. MRJ, I was a big fan of MRJ.
Yeah.
And you as well, man.
Thanks. Yeah, MRJ trying to fight death sentence right now. Even called him out a few times. So death sentence told him, yeah, and for your man Cornflake, I'm gonna send my assassin at him. I was like, what?
I know who MRJ is. I don't know who that other guy is, but yeah. Shout out to that dude there. Damn, man. So we got the whole origin. I was gonna ask too, but we got the whole origin. So that was dope.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize. I believe before West Coast Scrapyard, because Scrapyard was created a month before West Coast branch. Before Scrapyard branch was the Pound for Pound branch. So
and
for those of y'all who want to go see some good fire fights, go look up the Pound for Pound branch.
And what everybody don't know is that, Joe, I'm the reason behind Scrapyard. See, Fire Chicken was out here with us, me and Mouse for a while, sparring and training.
Okay.
So when Fire Chicken job went back to Washington, he kept asking, what you think Scarface will let me? I say, yeah, bruh say he don't want to fuck with nothing like that. He don't want to deal with nothing like that. So I started seeing what he was doing. I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get you in the dope. So I asked Sunshine, asked Scarface a few times. He's like, nah, right now. And then one day I was like, man, let's talk, bro. Dude, a good dude. Boom, boom, boom. He's like, Flake, yo, you vouching for him? I was like, I vouch for him. He's a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? And then he gave him the green light to open up Scrapyard. But then what I don't like that Fire Chicken did is that me and Fire Chicken used to be cool. But when me and Scarface had a bump in the heads, Fire Chicken cut me off. So when Fire Chicken called me one day, he was like, yo, what's up? Like, I was like, yo, what you calling me for, yo? I was blocked at one point in time. What you calling me for? Nah, brother, I want to talk. Nah, ain't nothing to talk about. Your loyalty went out the door when you start getting your little attention and thought you was doing something. You know what I'm saying? So I don't kick it with Fire Chicken. Once you cross me wrong, dog, that's it. It's over with. So so when he tell his story, he never put I'm here because of Cornflake. I fought for him. I fought for that Indianapolis joint. All of them got the green light because I went to holler at Scarface. Nobody don't know them stories. Yeah.
Exclusives.
Yeah. Behind the scenes stuff. So, yo, when you got a man that's already established, like Scarface got his things going on, and he asking you vouch for them, yo, and he talking to me, I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. And they give you the green light, but then when you get on, you start acting different. I don't deal with that. Yeah.
All right, Little Mac. So
Yeah.
for some people already know, but there is people who are new to the show and haven't seen you before. And how did you get into BKFC? Like, did you go to one of the tryouts? Did somebody see you on YouTube? How did that go?
Well, after I did the one dark room fight,
Mm.
it was the Raps only fight, where it's pretty. They blacked out
Fuck
all
that
the
dude up.
They blacked out all the windows. They put like this octagon shaped map in the center, wear a mask and everything. And then it was a fight till somebody quit. There was no rounds, no timer. It was just until someone quit. And it lasted about like 3 minutes. And after that, I got hit up by someone that one matchmaker asked me if I had my papers and was able to, I wanted to fight. And yeah, that's how that happened. But then once I got my first fight back in 2023, and that didn't happen because the guy no showed on the fight day. I did go to a tryout then, and then I got selected.
Well, two questions. One, I got to know how did you get into the rap fight to begin with, Raps only, and you've had a few guys pull out on you. How do you deal with that?
I seen that they were making a thing called dark room fights and that Raps only, and I thought, why not? Why not try and test myself at that? Because at the end of the day, that's how I started out fighting, with just fighting in general. So that's how that happened. And then yeah, the whole people pulling out, I mean, that's just part of the game. You just gotta take it in stride and on to the next one.
Yeah, and fight day's rough though. You already cut the weight and everything, and then boom.
On that was like right up to the second, like my hands were already like sort of wrapped how they're supposed to be wrapped and ready to walk out. And then I got pulled out and got told that they couldn't find my opponent. And so they went, checked the hotel, all his stuff was gone, and he was gone.
He decided that shit wasn't for him.
Yeah, the crazy thing is like the dude already had 4 fights with them. And
Wow.
It was crazy.
He went look up your other fights and was like, hell no.
Guess I don't know, but hey, seen him
He was
fight.
watching YouTube all night and got scared. Yep. Samke, you got it.
I seen that he's fought a couple other times for other organizations, and he hasn't been doing too good. So, I mean, it is what it is. I've moved on from that. I have 5 fights now with BKFC, and yeah, it hasn't been the most prettiest, but like I said, this last fight, it rubbed me the wrong way. It left a sour taste in my mouth because, it was out of my control what happened, and I'm just looking forward to healing up and getting back in there right away.
So with your that what was the dude's name? Casey.
What, from the one that pulled out?
No, I'm talking about another fight you had. You won. Casey something.
Cornbread is his nickname, but
okay.
Casey Yates. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that fight vividly. I remember watching that fight and being like to my wife, like, that's the dude from Street Beefs. You got to get in here. That's the dude from Street Beefs.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, cornbread. It's it's pretty funny. But like, you know, with that fight, like the first few seconds, I get knocked down and then I get back up and I finish it. You know, that's just honestly, that's just of my life. You know, and glad it happened that way, to be honest. And my my second fight, I lost because I couldn't see, because that was the first time I ever experienced a knuckle straight into the eye, and I panicked. And I was saying I couldn't see out loud, which that was my fault. I learned from my mistake to never get panicked like that again. But you know, you can't really figure things out and know things without going through them. You know, so I learned from that, and you know, this last fight I had back in January for Knuckle Mania 5, um, I was going up against an OG guy from BKFC that had 12 fights with them. He's been there since the beginning. And I knocked him down in the first round. Second round came. I got reckless. I got caught. And that's the name of the game. I learned from that, you know. And then this last fight, the last fight, we start out. He hits me with a jab. I hit him with a jab. And I step, roll my ankle. And it was out of my control after that. But like, yep, that is today's picture. And like, it's just crazy because like, if you know me and if you know how I fight, like, I go all out. Like, I fight like no with no will about myself. Like, I go out there to put on a show, and if I get knocked out, I get knocked out. Like, I would have rather been bloodied and knocked out in this fight than what happened. Like I went out to Canada. I stepped up because no one else would take the fight with this guy because this guy's a beast. And like, all respect to him and everything. But like, it wasn't a fight. And that's why I got emotional afterwards, and everyone could see me tearing up and crying, and it's all good because it's like, you know, I hurt myself, and I and I felt like it was my fault, like I was blaming myself for it. But after sitting back and thinking about it and watching it over and over again, like, you know, it was a freak accident. It was out of my control. I tried doing my part and getting up and trying to continue, but since my leg wouldn't stop shaking, they couldn't let it go. And this is what it is.
Yeah, nobody can take away the fact you're a warrior, bro. I mean, you can look at any of your fights and see that, you know what I mean, in and out the ring. And like you said, a freak accident, you know, it's pretty obvious, you know. My question is, what is the estimated time in which recovery is going to take?
6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
So nothing's broken in it. I just tore ligaments, and I start physical therapy next Thursday.
Okay.
So, you know, that's a good thing that I didn't break anything. So, you know, I'm just taking this in strides, and I want to get back in there when I can, when I'm done and healed up, and I just hope that I'm able to. And yeah.
One thing about it, when it get cold, that ankle gonna hurt.
Well, but it's hot right now out here, so
I rolled my ankle one time. When it get cold outside, that muscle hurt every year. That was like almost 17 years ago. Every year it hurts.
you know, I'm not looking forward to that.
Well,
Yeah.
that leads me to a question for you, Cornflake. What fight do you feel like tested you the most out of any of your fights? Where, not that you were going to quit, but like where you were like, man, I got to dig deep right here and I got to figure out how to get through this.
When I fought the guy Animal, I think that was my second fight. I knew he was gonna bull rush and stuff. I had never seen him up close and in person. I only seen him on video. So I didn't realize how tall and big he was and how long his reach was. So I trained for a guy to bull rush me and stuff. And uh, the more I tried to go toe to toe with him, his reach was tearing me up and it was wearing me down and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And plus his body weight and his height was wearing me down. So when I was trying to push myself to go harder, and then I was like, dang, this a test for me right here and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up stepping on the mat wrong and my knee muscle, something in the knee right there, it made it limp and stuff. So I really couldn't push off my back leg like I wanted to snap a jab faster at it. So that I'd say he would have to been my hardest one so far.
Yeah, man. Speaking of just hard fights, man, you've had some bangers over the years, quite a few, from the OG yard to the pound for pound yard. And now you're coming out to the West Coast yard.
Yeah.
And, they got you lined up with Colossus.
That's a big motherfucker, man. That is a big motherfucker.
They look good on a trophy show.
They do. They do. Facts.
Stocky.
Talk your shit.
Yeah, I see them for a little while. I watch a few of his fights over and over again. I already see what I gotta do. If his stamina and his cardio ain't no good, he ain't gonna be able to hang with me. He ain't gonna be able to hang with me. And if he looking at this, bro, I'm trying to knock you out. I'm going for the knockout. If your cardio and stamina ain't on point, I'm going for that knockout. I ain't gonna tell you what I'm about to tell them to do, but if you show me any sign of weakness, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat you up. He a cool dude. From what I see, I like the when they first showed me when I first seen his video, I said, he got good footwork for being a big guy. That right there alone makes me want to go and fight somebody like that because it'll make me bring out another dog in me. You feel what I'm saying? And I like to be tested. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the best in the world. I can be beat. But you trust and believe. If I do lose, you gonna know, damn, I was in a fight. You gotta, size. It's cool, but if you ain't got no speed behind it, you gotta catch up with me. Your cardio ain't right. That speed, that power don't mean nothing to me.
Man, where my shirt at?
The bigger the muscles, the more oxygen you need.
Exactly, and and a lot of people don't do a lot of catching in boxing, and I'm good with the catch and give. So if he ain't coming through with no pop, he ain't got no snap on it, he in trouble. Power, I block that all day. If you ain't coming through with that snap, that's right. That's right. If that you ain't got that. And then he beat a guy I already beat up too. The Silver Irishman, Irish Silverman.
Yeah.
And you took forever to handle that. Nah, he been weighed, he been measured. I didn't seen everything I need to see. Everything.
I'll say this though, he's actually more of an MMA fighter. Mm-hmm. That's where you see that footwork and kind of how his hands are. But the dude's tough. Dude's big. He's tough, and I think he's actually quicker than what he looks on camera. Yeah. But I think it's going to be a situation where we don't exactly know because he hasn't been truly tested yet. Mm-hmm. And you would be the fighter to test him. So I think this is going to be a great matchup. We have the heat and the altitude of where we're going to be at. So there's elements, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm training in the sauna suit too. I train with my mask on from here and there. I've never been out there. I got an idea what it is, so I'm preparing myself. Trust and believe, I'm not sleeping on them. I never sleep on nobody. I'm nervous before I get in the ring. I'm nervous for a few days, but after that bell ring, that nervousness go out the door. So once again, I'm not sleeping on them from what I've seen because anything can happen in a fight. But from what I've seen, and if he ain't stepping it up, what I've seen, I'm his biggest test so far that he about to see. You feel what I'm saying? So I hope he don't come in with that same training that he did with the first joints that I've seen. We're gonna go to another level. And and if I can't get what I'm looking for, it's gonna be one hell of a banger. I'm gonna stand there with him, and I'm gonna throw it right back there with him. And that's what I'm waiting to feel what he got. I ain't sleeping on him.
I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited. Like I know Cornflake can fight, and like you said, he gets like Colossus needs to be tested. And man, I'm excited. This is one of those that like it's going down. Like they better edit that motherfucker up quick and get that out right away.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of the edit, I'm thinking of something right now that's gonna be gold money. That thumbnail of the face-off.
Oh.
The face-off is gonna be nasty, right? And speaking of the face-off, this is a perfect segue. Cornflake, you probably have top 5 face-off ability out of all the branches, all the yards. I mean, your face-offs, it's something about it. You know what I mean? Like my man doesn't mind going nose to nose and like really, you know, catching the scent, you know, smelling your heart. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah, that's gonna be a hell of a face off. I like
that. Yeah. Can't wait. Like I said, I'm training every day, and the good thing is I own my own boxing gym, so I'm in there. I'm training other fighters as well. Like I said, I'm in there with Venom Black. Me and him training together. Today was the first time we sparred in years and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's next level stuff. I go to other gyms, spar other people come to me. So I'm pushing myself. I'm working on things. Like I say, when I'm prepared, I see things, and I'm like, well, okay. Because I know he like to switch hands too. Don't do that.
This is why I love Street Beefs, though. He's making you push yourself. Like we've watched Little Matt push himself because of Street Beefs to another level. And in Street Beefs, you guys beat the shit out of each other, but it all ends in laughter and man hugs.
Yeah. You got it in life, man. Everything is a test, yo. You wake up every morning, man. You never know what's gonna happen, but yo, you always got to be on point. You know what I'm saying? And then, yo, every day is an obstacle. So what you're gonna do? Either you're gonna be one that's gonna keep climbing, or keep pushing forward, or you're gonna be the ones that fall down and people pass you up. I don't want to be that. Even I'm a 47, bro, and I feel like yo, I'm 26.
I'm 47 also.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm 40-ish.
I hit harder. This is some real shit. I thought I hit hard when I was younger. My coach told me, he said, the older you get, the stronger you'll get if you stay with it. And I hit harder now. My footwork is a lot better now. My breathing is a lot better. I guess they're saying it's with the time and fine wine type thing. I'm thinking that's what it is.
that consistent work, you know. You know, we saw you in your last fight, I believe, against Prime, go up against a huge young man. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know, and you know, you made it seem like age is nothing but a number, which it is. You know,
That's right.
And again, I mean, the dude had crazy reach. He looked like he was like 6'4" or something.
Yeah,
You know,
6'4".
Yeah, it was wild to see, and you dropping them, you know, standing and banging with them, you know. Yeah, man, definitely a testament, man. But as I mentioned earlier, you've had some wars, some classic wars, and I wanted to ask you, like, what fights stand out in your long fighting history? What are some that stand out? Because that Laco fight was crazy. The Gorilla. We should have got a trilogy as a fan. It's the fan in me talking. We should have got a trilogy, but the gorilla fights were dope.
The Laco one was one that was supposed to be my last fight right there before I did something else. And I had him.
You did. You did.
And I played with him. That's what they say, yo, never play with your food. Never play with your food. And that's what I try to take him to make it okay. This was gonna be my last. I was gonna take him through all 3 rounds, and I had him stumbling, and I sat there and I just let him recover to go bang out with him some more. I ain't know he was gonna hit me with that ugly overhand thing. I didn't even see it coming, and it rocked me. But that's a good example right there. Don't play with your food. dude sharp, he nice and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? I don't take nothing away from him, you know what I'm saying? But I blame myself for playing with my food. But like I say, him, the gorilla fight, it was okay. The first fight, he hugged too much. I thought you wanted to bang, want to hug. That's why I kissed him on his cheek, like, well, okay, we're gonna hug, let's kiss. You feel what I'm saying? And the second time we fought, it was like, honestly, it was. I wouldn't say he was a good fight to me because he really did. This is what I'm gonna tell you on some real stuff, and I'm gonna be open with it. Everybody I fight after I fight them, I tell them like, "Dang dog, you hit hard." Cause I want to build your character. I want to build your confidence up. I don't want you to think that you're okay because I lost. I really didn't do nothing.
Right.
But my neck's short. I really don't feel too much. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't really too much of a bob when I get hit. My neck thick. So I only feel but so much. But I would say Animal was the hardest hitting one I fought, out of everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Because if you've been boxing for a long time, I've been boxing since I was 12, and you've been in street fights for a long time, you know how to mix them both up. And after a while, punches become like the Matrix. You can see it a lot of times in slow motion and be able to block or move around from it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can. It just depends where you at mentally.
Right.
Yep.
Well, little Matt, what do you think some of your best battles at the yard were?
I think the one that stands out is me and Lil Cray Cray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I feel like that's the fight that stands out the most.
Okay, you fought Cray Cray?
Yeah, twice.
You know what? I did see that one, yo. I did see one of them. Cray Cray, nice.
He is. He definitely is.
Absolutely.
Cray Cray, a beast.
He is. He got quick hands, and that's one of the fights that it showed that it showed to myself that I can hang with the best of them because he's
Yeah.
one of the best because he goes around the world, fights whoever, and it's just being able to fight someone like that's really teaches you something. And yeah,
Yeah. He wouldn't have boxed nobody there but you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
so
the
that's
second because he came back just to fight me again.
right.
Wow. Okay.
What else? Because those were two classic fights that we could have got a trilogy on to. But what else stands out for you?
I think the first fight I ever had, Street Beefs. His name was Ghost. He was like 7-0, 7-1, something like that. And when they asked what your experience, I said I was experienced, and they were like, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yeah." And so they put me with Ghost, and he thought he had it in the bag, and I just completely embarrassed him. And you could see that because afterwards he flipped a finger because and he was never back since then. And that was back in 2021.
Well,
So,
how'd you get into your first Street Beefs fight?
one of my friends told me about it. I couldn't get. I was having a hard time getting USA boxing fights, and so he told me about Street Beefs. I looked it up, and I signed up. And after that, it was history. You know, now I got have over 40 fights with them. I'm like 45-4, and that is in a 2-year span.
Wow.
So
Super active.
you took Gorilla place as the most fights. Because Gorilla had the most fights at one point in time. Damn.
And it's because I the most that I fought in one day was 4
Holy fuck.
times in one day, and then I would just fight fights in the day one day, and then That's how I got that many fights. But I would show up each month. I would just continue to keep showing up, and then I went out over here to the West Coast twice.
Yep.
Fight
Put the
one
hands
person.
on Diesel
Yeah, those
twice.
diesel fights. Yeah.
We didn't need a trilogy on that one. We didn't need it. Shout out to Diesel. I love you, bro. We didn't need a.
I mean, I was.
But I'm glad that got solved. That's something I'm glad that's over with.
I don't know. I don't really think it's that solved.
Oh, damn.
I still see some things that he says here and there, but like I seen after his one fight where he knocked that dude out and it was all like being so hyped about it and everything. But like, man, if only we could fight one more time till like no time limit, no rounds, just to see who is better than the other person because he thinks that he is, but I know that I am. And, maybe one day in the near future, if he wants to turn pro.
I will say a trained Diesel is definitely different. When he's conditioned and he's trained. Say it again.
That's what I would like. I want him at his best.
Right.
But, but
Raps only.
yeah,
I don't have to get hit by either of them, so it's easy for me to say.
Yeah.
I'm like, raps only. Fuck it. Let's go.
I probably got to ref that and be in the crossfire.
You got to wear headgear, Tom K. You got to wear headgear.
I probably actually start getting hit if I did that.
No, it's all love from me. I'm good. Like, he does his thing now. I don't know what he does, but he got his thing going on, and I'm good over here.
Hey, well, it ain't got to be Diesel, but you're always welcome back on the West Coast. There's plenty of guys you can match up with over here currently, or even that you want to pass through, huh?
Person in particular that I seen that's talked crazy about me. One person in particular in the West Coast.
Who's that?
Man, punches.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know this.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
Saying how he with gloves on he would take me out. Without gloves, I got that. But man, I don't even know him. I've watched him. I've watched his fights and everything. But man, you should just stick to your people over there to fight. Why come at me when I'm already I'm doing something else, and then you want to come at me?
It's a good time to come at you because then they know you ain't gonna get that fight because you're fighting BKFC.
If I was able to do this, I would definitely come out there and fight him if I was allowed to.
Yeah,
there's no doubt in my mind.
Huh?
Sorry, Tom K. Go ahead.
No, we're trying to hear what you said.
Oh, I just said there's no doubt in my mind. When he said if I could, I would, I was like, yeah, no doubt in my mind he would be out there.
And honestly, that would be a good matchup. You versus Punches. Punches is very skilled. Take away the knockouts. He's skilled. You know what I'm saying? And I think I don't want to speak for him, but I think it might be a situation where he sees a good matchup with you, and not only is it a good matchup, but this guy has made it big time in the BKFC. Like if I could get that fight right there,
And that's the thing with me. all the fights that I've had in BKFC, like they're against people that are very skilled. Like I'm not the person that's going to take a non-skilled fight because I just don't see the benefit of it. Like if I'm going to beat you, I want to know that you're skilled, and that means I got a notch within myself. But if I'm going to go out there and I'm going to beat somebody that's not skilled and that doesn't like, and you can clearly see that they're not skilled, then where do you find the honor in yourself? Like, oh yeah, I just beat him. Like, I just that's what I'm about. I want to fight someone that is skilled, even more skilled than I am, so it tests me, so it makes me improve. And that's what I see with all these losses that I've gotten recently. You know, like it's helped me. It's helped, really has. In the gym, like with my coach and that, like he sees what we need to do. He sees the difference because he was never into the bare knuckle. It's always been boxing with my coach. And so now he's seeing something different and he's seeing the things that we have to work on that's different than regular boxing, than the bare knuckle. Like the whole different ball game.
No, one of the things you absolutely get praised for on the BKFC shows and stuff I watch is your accuracy. Whenever they talk about you, it's your chin and your accuracy.
Yeah. I I just I come to fight. Like I have a hard time trying to run away from people. I don't do that. That's why I get stuck in the mud. And I just like sitting there and throwing down. And that has taught me a few times. And that is quite all right with me. If I can put on a good entertaining fight and learn something out of it, then it's all good with me, because the wins will come. They will come for me. And I'm not done. I'm far from done. This last setback that I have right now, like, has opened up my eyes to some things, and it has put a bad taste in my mouth. Like I'm a nice, genuine guy. Like I'm nice to everybody. Like I wear my heart on my sleeve, and like after this and this whole situation that's happening, like, you know, people are going to see a little different version of myself.
Nice.
I like it, man.
And then Cornflake, just between us, what's your game plan for this fight coming up?
The bang. Bang. Listen, I got this fight, and September 6th gonna be my last fight. So I'm trying to go out with fire. You feel what I'm saying? And of course, I'm gonna be sparring other people in my gym and all that other stuff. But I don't. Now, if Scarface can get this fight where it's 10 versus 10 thing, I'll fight in that. But other than that, I don't see myself coming back to do nothing else after this. Because after I got that last headbutt, man, that thing took a lot out of me and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? When it split me. And I was like, damn, all these years I've been boxing, I've never had a black eye, I've never been split. I had my nose busted a lot, but I was like, nah, it's time to give it up. You feel what I'm saying? Not because of that, but it's just other things and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? It's like I work, and then as soon as I get off, I got to come home, change. So I come home, get something to eat right quick, change, and go straight to the gym. And I don't want to be focusing and taking my time away from enjoying life, living life. You feel what I'm saying? I've been watching people, they've been traveling out of the country, they've been doing what they want, and all I do is work, gym, work, gym, work, gym. And I don't want to be that guy like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I live alone. You feel what I'm saying? I should be enjoying life more than what it is. I did 17 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? And now I got a career where I'm living good, but I don't get to enjoy it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to get caught up. I've been fighting for so long. I've been boxing for so long. It's time to enjoy life now instead of just seem like I'm a robot now, and I don't want to be caught up in that like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. I want to just chill now.
Yeah, I feel that 100%. You work hard for it, and there's a time for everything. Do you know who that opponent is in September? Is that already pre-match?
Yeah, his name is Dane. Dane. He called me out. I was sitting there playing Call of Duty, and he hit me up. He's like, "Yo, it'd be an honor if And we fought September 6th. And I was like, well, bruh, I was thinking about giving it up, but since you hit me up, I'd do it for you, bruh. So September 6th would be my last. It might not be because I still want to see that dude named Brute. Brute about 6'6". And he come and fight with a t-shirt and jeans. Every time he fight, t-shirts and jeans. I want to see him too, because he big. So I might fight. If I can fight Dame and then holler at Brute or holler at Brute before that, and before he fight Prime or after he fight Prime, I'll probably do 2 fights if Brute agree to it.
So Cornflake's not retired, but breaking news.
That's that JD retirement.
I'm talking about fighting twice in that same day.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get it out the way.
Get out the way, yo. And then it's just living life. You know what I'm saying? It's living life. I got a bunch of little kids in my gym. I got Knuckles. He back. He training hard. He doing good. He wanted to go pro, but I'm not gonna let him go pro. I'm gonna register all my people in my gym and all that stuff with USA Boxing. And then when we ready, we're gonna step in there all together. It's not gonna be 1 or 2. I'm training. I call them big dogs, and it's vicious in that. I
He's
spar
walking
them
in like Cobra Kai up in that motherfucker.
Exactly.
Over.
Exactly. So I'm trying to make a statement here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make a statement out here. And then I'm constantly posting, man, for real, because I'm trying to get kids to come outside. You feel what I'm saying? It's cool to play PlayStation, Xbox, and all that other stuff, but come outside. And if you look at our generation these days, there's too many kids smacking their lips, rolling their eyes because they sitting underneath their mamas all day long and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get them to see a certain thing. You feel what I'm saying? Too many women around here talking about, oh, I don't need a man, I don't need this. And boy, at that time, you ain't teaching your son how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? You teach them how to pick up on your traits. Get them outside and play. You know what I'm saying? I got a homosexual in my gym now. And when a bell ring, you sleep on him if you want to. He'll kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? And you learn a lot of stuff from people, man, from all different shades, shapes, religion, walks of life and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's stuff that we now as men have to do these days. There's no more neighborhoods raising kids no more. These days, if I remember back in the day, if I was fighting and had men sitting outside, oh, you ain't running from that fight. You gonna fight it out. These days, people just want to record. Even if you about to get killed, even if a boy is beating up on a girl or a man beating up on a woman, they're gonna record it. Ain't nobody gonna stop it. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get kids to see things on how they really is and how it will be, how it once was, and man up. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something different. Yeah, we got football, we got all that stuff, but come out here and test yourself. You so used to sitting in here playing like this all the. When you get in the gym, you're like, I don't want to be it because you pick up a lazy mentality. And I'm trying to reshape and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? With a story behind it.
Well, I hate to kill a good conversation, but I got to jump from one podcast to another here in a little bit. So if you guys want to give any shout outs, plugins, that kind of shit, now is the time.
Go ahead, Zay. I'll let it go.
Hey, all I gotta say is this ain't the last of me, and I'll be back better than ever, man.
And where can people follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at @LilMac_717. Facebook is Zach Pannell, my last name, and that's pretty much it.
All right.
Yeah, you can follow me at Blake Johnson on Facebook. I have my own pound for pound boxing group and platform. So majority of the times when we're in the gym training, I got it on live, all the sparring actions or anything that's being done in there with the kids. You can join the pound for pound page on Facebook. And yeah, if you in anywhere in the 757, man, you want to get your children right or whatever, come do. A lot of people feel like when you join a gym, a boxing gym, you gotta fight. No, you don't. You couldn't get the cardio. You come do the not worship, but the fellowshipping amongst men. Some of these kids go to school with each other, you know what I'm saying? Get them off the couch, you know what I'm saying? And what we're missing these days is parents are not aiding and assisting their children. They're not there supporting them. So I'm trying to get the mothers and what the fathers stated. I'm trying to get the mothers to come out when the kids go running. Come out there, come get a workout too. Too many big back people around this gym. Come out there, show your kids and support them, cheer them on.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
when they see you doing it, they're gonna do it even better.
Exactly, yo. It's time to get back to family love, man, and not just twerking and fighting and let me get a big social media clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? Get back to family reunion. Think about that. When the last time you been to a family reunion? I heard about one. We ain't got away from it.
Facts. Hey, well, guys, this has been a phenomenal show. We highly appreciate you guys and your time. Y'all have a great one.
Yes, sir. Can't wait to see y'all.
Yes, sir.
Oh, your anniversary event is going to be lit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Can't wait, man. It's getting closer and closer.
Yes, sir. And anybody who wants to, you can still get your Somcase Cardio is Key shirt. You can get it today using the promo code SOMK at zuel-world.com. It's right there on the bottom of the screen. So you can get it for $10 today instead of the normal price of $25. So make sure if you really want when you go get them, because I believe they're only running until the anniversary.
Yep. So get them while you can. But shit, man, it's about that time, huh, Jay?
Yeah, it was a great show. I haven't done this in a minute. It was fun.
Phenomenal show. Here with the greatest producer / co-host, Jay. Appreciate you. Thank you, Lil Mac, for your time. We appreciate you. Thank you, Cornflake, for your time. We appreciate you. Everyone watching us live, everyone on replay, everyone in the comments, thank you. Shout out to the OG Yard, Scrap Yard, West Coast, Dirty South, and Pound for Pound while we at it. We appreciate y'all. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man. Overtime Hustle Magazine, Heart in the Fight, and Zuel World. Thank y'all.
And I don't get to say this much because I'm from behind the screen, but thank you for all the work you put in to the show. It's greatly appreciated. I don't think people understand sometimes what go into shows. They think people just show up and talk, and there's a lot more work that goes into them. So I thank you. And so everybody, before we get out of here, if you see it behind me, the playlist, same show, same host, new channel. It's coming to Yankee and the Brit starting on Friday. So make sure you tap in for that. We have a great battle between Iron Solomon versus Rum Nitty, and we have Cam B, who breaks down battle rap on the show to help break down and explain anything for anybody who doesn't understand battle rap. And she's part of a group that actually scores battles. So it's pretty cool listening to her talk about that too. So make sure you tap in for that. And in 5 minutes, go over to Overtime Hustling. I'll be on Winging It with Freezus and Payne. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. One world, one love. Deuces.